Dun, 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 dun. Stop it right there, okay. That's my intro for today. You guys can tell by the picture, this is what if what if Naruto had Thunder God mode, something like that. I don't remember the name. But yeah. So, I left off there after whole Zabza and all that happened. And I think I went over them getting told about the bell test, or not the bell test, but the Chunin exams. If not, they know it, but not really that important. Naruto still grew up the same kind of, but that means he still met Konohamaru for the pictures and stuff. So, he would know Konohamaru. So, Konohamaru would come up to him, ask if he could play ninja. He would say, I can't because I'm a real ninja now. Bump into Sakura, but Naruto doesn't really like Sakura. But whenever Konohamaru says that, he gets punched. And they start running. Or at least Konohamaru is, while Naruto's just jumping on trees watching. And he would bump into Kankuro. Kankuro would get mad. Be like, what you doing, little twerp? I'll say he already lost Sakura somehow. I don't know how. Ask Sakura. Let me see. This twerp just juked me. But yeah. He would pretty much do the whole choco thing. But Naruto would go up there, telling him to stop. And Kankuro would say, so what you gonna do about it? Huh? Naruto would grab Konohamaru out his hand, throw him back, and he would say, I'll just take him back. And he'd be like, well, I guess so. But Gar would be talking in the trees, being like, Kankuro, you're gonna disgrace our village and stuff like that. And they would leave. Because Sasuke's still in the tree because he knows Naruto can hold his own. He can hold his own. But yeah. This Naruto says that I should go train. Going into the forest after this. And he would start training his flying Raijin and all that. And yeah, so somebody wanted me to give him Storm Style, or Storm Release, but Storm Release requires Water Style too. And I guess that means I'm gonna unlock his Gekkei Genkai and while training. So yeah, so he would be training using his electricity, saying how did I make those weapons, swinging because he can activate electricity without hand signs, swinging his hands around. But that's whenever he would do it, and a blade or like a strike would come out like a beam, and he would test this out a few times until he figures out the difference between them. And he would just train a little bit. And a little bit. And he would be training his electricity. And he would stick his hands in the air with black clouds coming out of them and forming a black cloud, of course. And swings his hand down. And that would strike a lightning bolt down. He would just be figuring out his moves. And he'll be training how to control them. So yeah. So he'll be training his flying Raijin. And this is whenever Kakashi would go up to him. And you guys might asking, why is Kakashi up to him? And Kakashi would say, give him a tip on the flying Raijin, saying that you should put the whole, you know, you should put the seal on a kunai and practice like that. Naruto would think about that and be like, yeah, I should definitely do that once he leaves. He would take his hand and print seals on kunais and would throw them, teleporting to them. But whenever he teleports, you know, he would just be in mid-air. And while he's in mid-air, he would probably just fall to the ground. And oh yeah, guess what, guys? Miyato's not the fastest. It turns out he's the fastest in reaction speed. Like reacting to stuff. Nobody's faster than him at reaction speed. It's not his actual speed is what he's faster than everybody. It's his reaction speed. Because apparently his reaction speed is more than Naruto with all those chakras put on top of him. But Naruto is still faster. But Minato can probably react. I just had to point that out. But yeah. So he would practice this, turning around and striking with his hands. One at a time. Keep on doing it. But he would still fail a couple times. Training for another week. I'll say this is where the actual Chunin exams happen. And he would be somewhat mastered over the Flying Rising. He at least expanded his range of Flying Rising a lot more than normal. Or like he used to have. So yeah. This is whenever they go to the Chunin exams. And it's that whole Genjutsu thing. Sasuke would see through it and all that the same. And Sasuke would fight the dude that tried to fight him and all that, and Lee would jump in the way. But this is whenever they would go to the actual thing, but before that, Lee would challenge Sasuke Uchiha to a battle because you are a prodigy, and we must commence a battle right now. So yeah, Naruto would do about the same. He would do better. He was top scorers in all of it except Genjutsu. So he would get past the whole first exam. But now it's the second exam. The Force to Death. The Force to Death would be like them going through it. Naruto would see the scrolls. And he knows that he can't really pick like the right people, but he's better just put some marks on some people so he could go around tagging people in the back with their teammates and would tag them and put markers on them. So yeah, he would tell the teammates, Sakura would be like, that's cheating, and Naruto would say it's not, saying that it just makes stuff easier for us just to get them. That's where they get in. He would teleport with Sasuke and Sakura, and they would meet the first person that he put a tag on, and they would jump him and take the scrolls, beam them up, and yeah, they would just walk from there because they probably be even farther than just right out the gate, and they probably just ran whenever as soon as they opened the gates. So yeah. So they would be closer and they would start running. While they're running, they would get far, almost halfway there, I'll say. And Naruto And then Naruto would leave saying he had to use the restroom, and he would leave and use it. This is where three guys would try to jump him, but he would be able to dodge them and come at them with lightning in his hand. And it's like the laser lightning, and he would say, Carnival spread shot. And he would shoot it, hitting them all over, doing quite a bit of damage, and that's how he would take down the Jones team of three. And yeah, this is where he'll be walking back slower, looking around just in case. That's whenever a random snake would jump on top of him and eat him. Like, it'll eat him. But he would, of course, get into it, but whenever he's in, he would take his hands, charge it up with wind, and would smack the ground with it, using some sands for the wind. And this was wind cutter smash, he calls it. It's a technique where he takes the wind cutter, he smashes it against the floor, and it'll spread into individual smaller ones. And it's not as big as the original, but they're like small pieces that cut just as easy. And stuff like that. So yeah. That would be easy, man. Easy to look like a limb. It's crazy. But yeah, so he would take the snake down. He would run back to the team by feeling bloodless in the forest. He would make it there, and that's when he would feel it. The power, the energy. The power, the energy. I can feel the bloodlust. It's a lust. I can't rap, so I'm stopping. But it would be Orochimaru. Whenever he sees Orochimaru, he would get an off feeling, so he'll instantly go for the kill. Or for a harmful area, try to run him off. And he would shoot with Orochimaru dodging and stuff, and he would keep on shooting attacks. These shots fired, it would cause him to dodge and fall back away from them. And Naruto thinks he's about to run off, but he would start talking in this weird voice, saying, "You kids," and all that. He would fight Naruto. Naruto would put up quite a bit. It wouldn't do much to him. It's kind of just the same as Sasuke's, but he gets more hits on him. It's way easier for him too. But yeah, after a while, Orochimaru would feel his strength, saying, "This is no mere guinea, not even mere Chunin. He's definitely stronger than Sasuke, but what can he give me?" He would say Gale style, Gale release, it would say, raising his hands with black clouds appearing, say, "Holy Lightning Lance." This is one of his strongest attacks. I'll just say that, like a draining attack for that mode. That's not his full power, technically, but yeah. And that would hit the ground, or it would hit him, and that would cause a huge charge of electricity to flow everywhere. And that's where Orochimaru is going to be like, unknown release. It was called Gale Release. I heard of that. It's very rare. It seems not to be a family Gekkeikai, because it's like a Gekkeikai, just like the, what's the names Senjus have, because the Senjus are not like the holders of that jutsu or release. Only the first Hokage Hashirama had it, so I think it's like a natural genjutsu, like a special. It's not like a bloodline trait. but he probably got it from somewhere of his bloodline. But yeah, but that would hit Orochimaru actually making him have to do this thing, and that would show his true self, and that would harm him. He would say, "You're a perfect body for me. I'll make you my backup just in case." And would bite Sasuke on the neck. And then when, or I'll say he bites him first whenever Naruto's weakened from that attack, and he would take it over, or he would put a curse mark on Naruto, and that would mean bad news for Naruto because of his already bad chakra control, but because of it would drain him even more, so his moves would be more useless. So you know what this means? Bullcrap explanations. Whenever this happens, Naruto would go into kind of a rage from it, of chakra getting poured into him. And that's whenever lightning would burst from him and would sling Orochimaru back after whenever he was biting Sasuke. And that would harm him a lot. He'd be like, "What's going on?" And that's when you see Naruto transformed, and he would have two blades in his hands instead of the shurikens, and he would pretty much drop down with his clothes disappearing again and turn back to normal. But this is where his curse mark will be kind of broken. It will be like a half curse mark because he flowed so much energy through it, breaking off the negative effects. That's just some bullcrap explanation. Just because. But this will give him the curse mark. Will give him a even different transformation. And that'll be a cool one. See you on the next one. Goodbye. Hit that like button, that like button. Let me sing you a song back in the Old West. It's me, Mickey, and I'm gonna be your friend today on this rap floor. That's not Mickey Mouse voice now. Mickey Mouse, I love the creds. My cat kicked me. It's me, Mickey. I can't do it now for some reason. Mickey Mouse, come along with your friends. I hope you really like this adventure time. Okay, hit that like button.